Hello, fellow geniuses and other people that are watching. Why is it that every good thing in this world is shrinking right now? Our freaking bones are shrinking. Our brains are shrinking. Our teens are shrinking. Females' fat percentage, BMI is shrinking. Female fertility is shrinking. Those two things might be a little linked. Whatever. The whole point is every good thing in the world shrinking right now. And the tumors, they're growing hella fast. What is happening? But let's talk about the bones. That's the worst thing that comes to mind when people think something is shrinking. It is not your shaft in a cold winter Finnish weather in Lapland. No, it's the bones. This came to mind because 2 days ago I talked about this young 25-year-old woman who's always stressed out, can't sit still, stiff as hell, week after week, month after month, very much so in the sympathetic nervous system. But we were speaking, and then there was also this older woman on his 40s, very nice lady, has 3 kids, still married like a boss. And we were talking about this 25-year-old girl, and she has arms like a rice picker. Like she's been working in the fields a little bit here and there, picking their rice, because her arms so small. She was even pointing out like her wrist, they are so baby-like, childlike. Her hands, very small. Then this older lady was like, I just read an article that said this jewelry ring maker was talking about how they don't even make these size of rings anymore because nobody has that big hands anymore. That was what the article was all about. They don't make rings like they used to make rings because our fingers, they ain't fat anymore. They're small. And I obviously, first thing that I said is it's the nutrition and also the light environment. Because those 2 things bring the building blocks for our bones. We need to get those ring sizes back, even though who gives a fuck about those rings. But it was interesting. Also go check out my "You Have the Strongest Bones I Have Ever Seen" video about this older guy that had the strongest bones doctors have ever seen, and what he was doing in his life. But I said it's the nutrition. People don't get the building blocks they need to build those strong bones anymore. It's also that people don't go outside in the sun anymore, and people are sitting inside getting too much blue light. And both of these ladies were like, no, it's the exercise. People don't freaking do hammer shit anymore. People don't build anymore. That's the people hate when the answer to their problems is in nutrition or in their environment. People love, they're brainwashed to love the idea, is always the exercise. When this 25-year-old that I spoke about more in the video 2 days ago, she's exercising way more than her body is telling her to. Like, she's digging that hole, dig. Is that grave digger. The problem is not the exercise. I mean, it might play a certain role to this equation that people don't use their body anymore that much, so the bones don't have any demand to grow. But also the bones, they don't got the building blocks, let's be honest. People don't eat raw chicken anymore. Okay, maybe raw chicken don't give that much building blocks for your bones. But also it doesn't hurt. But it is the animal fat, it is the raw dairy products. It is also the sun, big time, being outside, getting vitamin D. Most people vitamin D deficient. It's also the minerals, the soils, because most people magnesium deficient. Magnesium and vitamin D go together hand in hand. K2, iodine, all those things. And then on top of that, go on the screen, doing this all day, every day. This. But even my generation were doing that quite a bit. We were still quite a bit outside. And the food was still somewhat decent. These days, these kids cannot even play anymore. Go check out these children are in big trouble. Because these children lack the imagination to come up with plays or how to play by themselves. I remember when I was a kid, my imagination was running wild. I was playing with myself or other people all the time. It was fun times wherever I went and whoever I went with. But yeah, that's the problem here. Shrinkage. And the tumors, they're growing hella fast. The answer is, of course, nutrition. You need to get all the vitamins, and a lot of them, because most people are deficient in most of them. Fat soluble vitamins, water soluble vitamins, you also need way more minerals. Most people are deficient in the minerals. The soil suck ass. That's a big one. And equally important is sunlight, getting in sun, getting outside, spending a lot of time outside. And not in the blue light. Not in the fake ass lights. That's another big conspiracy. Check out Jack Cruise's work. He talks about it. He goes way deep into that. Simple answers. But people hate when you say it's the nutrition. Like these ladies, they didn't want to hear my nutrition deck or my sunlight deck. It's the exercise. You tell me. Anyway, thanks for watching another base science banger. See you tomorrow.